Hey guys, it's Loco here, aka Havoc. I'm gonna be basically giving you guys a tutorial on how to range and stuff like that. I have two people here that know how to range. I have the curator of the Basil swing right here, and then I have Kazu here as well. And I'm gonna be showing you my way of ranging. Kazu's gonna show his way of ranging, and Basil's gonna basically explain the way of doing the Basil swing so you guys can correctly do it. Basil went to go do something real quick, but I'm gonna have Kazu explain his way. I'm gonna wait until Basil comes back, and then I'll explain my way last. So, Kazu, explain your
Yeah,
way of
yeah,
ranging.
yeah. Let him
Okay.
explain it first.
All right. The way I range is I go from a realistic distance, just from a piece of paper that I saw that Basil wrote. I understand the concept of it. So basically,
Yeah.
what you want to do is have your swing wrap around you. As soon as it wraps around you,
Oh my
you
god.
gotta like spin.
Okay, we're
Look,
doing it.
How
I
I
We're
do,
doing
how I do.
Basil.
All right.
Basil, you explain, bro.
I made that in eighth grade, bro. Why do you use that? Okay, look.
Is
So look at the animation, right? When you swing, it's not like the just before the end where your Dragon Slayer will reach out to like the max distance, right? So the point of reverse side hit is you like flick to where you can launch that point of the animation at the person you're targeting, right? So when you do the flick, it's that point of the animation that's like reaching out, and it's that very tip of the Dragon Slayer that hits you. And depending on what enchant you have, is how fast the Dragon Slayer can swing, right? So you see this enchant right here.
I don't have enchants on.
This is like Matsubi's Bloodfire or whatever it is. This is what Jacob uses too. It makes your Dragon Slayer slower, so it's really good for delay, and it's also good for like flicks too or spins.
I don't have
Or
enchants
it's
on, but I'm gonna basically show you guys what enchant he's talking about. You're talking about that red one, right?
yeah, yeah.
He's talking about this enchant, the crimson. It basically shows you like the whole distance of like instead of using debug, you can basically use this, and it'll show you like kind of like the debug of Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna make my way back over here. Alright, Basil said hold on. But that's a little bit of his explaining. Now we're gonna get to Kazu. Don't study, bro.
what do you mean? Don't stutter, bro.
Stuttered last time, bro.
All right. I go from at least a realistic distance. I don't go like sometimes I'm like over here, but like most of the time I'm like right here. You actually just want to go from a realistic distance. You don't want to go from like right here because it's like you're not gonna
Impossible.
hit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit that at all. So like if you want to range and you're on 60 FPS, go like right here. Right here is a good distance. You don't want to go any further unless you like you're Basil or some shit. Like you're not Basil.
Not
All I
Basil
gotta
at all.
say.
My way of saying it, I prefer you to use 60 FPS or 75 FPS. If you use anything like higher, 2020 is alright. It's like not good, but it will still somewhat help you with like range and stuff like that. So when it comes to FPS wise, if you're playing higher than like 120, you're basically that helps you with movement. And then if you want range, you're gonna have to play like 60 or 75. So anything higher, that goes by movement. If you want good movement to like dodge swings and stuff like that, play higher FPS. But if you mainly want to focus on range, you're gonna have to play lower FPS. My way of saying it as well is you see like the DS when it goes to the back, it covers my back as well when I swing it. You see? So what you're gonna be doing to range them, you're gonna basically hit them with the back of the swing. So the Basil swing, when he does it, he aims down, not all the way down when you're looking at the ground, but he looks semi at the ground. And then when he knows the swing is about to come back to hit him like in his back when it covers his back, right? He turns and looks back at the player. So you're not gonna be doing a full 360. You're gonna do like a 180. So you see how I'm looking at this direction? I'm gonna turn 180 back into him right here. So you Basil, he aims down and comes back like that. You see how the DS aims directly at Kazu? I'm not close enough for it, but that's what you're basically doing. You're gonna be hitting them with the back of the swing. So you aim down and then boom, hit him with the back of the swing. Not all the way distance, but like it's somewhat range, as you can tell. When I'm swinging, that normal swing doesn't hit him, but whenever I did it with the back of the swing, it did hit him. So I do it one more time with the Basil swing. Well, it missed, but you see what I'm basically explaining. You're not gonna hit it all the time. It's kind of like a 50-50, But if you keep doing it consistently, you'll know your range. It's all about knowing like your hitbox of the Dragon Slayer. You gotta know your hitbox. If you don't know your hitbox, you're not always gonna hit like a certain swing and stuff like that. My swing, which I call the Havoc swing, I'm not really good at it anymore. But I was like decent at it when I was high. I don't know why. It made sense. But what I did was I was kind of looking up at the air. So like the Dragon Slayer digs into the ground kind of. So you see like, not for you, but for them, it looks like it's digging into the ground. And what you're going to do, you're going to look up, turn in the 360. Not a 360, but 180, and look right back at them. So it's kind of like that, basically. It's kind of like the Basil swing, but different in a way. And they both hit, but it really just depends on, like, how you know your hitbox and stuff like that. So it's like that, basically. Now, if Basil's back, he can go back to his explaining. Yeah, he's still AFK. But Kazu, what do you want to say?
I don't know.
You don't have anything.
Well, okay, so basically, if you want to learn reach, you gotta learn also movement. Like, I prefer you to like focus on movement first, then to reach. So it's like so therefore when you're reaching someone, you can quickly escalate yourself out of situations. You can like buy distance.
And that's when it comes with mouse control. Like, some people, I know a lot of players, when they swing, they like, and they don't know where they're at. Like, you see how I swung, and then I'm automatically looking at this direction over here. It's not always about just spinning and doing a 360. You also have to have mouse control. Like, you see how I swing? I'm back at the direction looking at Kazu. So, like, let's say I did range him. So, let's say, boom, I ranged him. I can all the way come right back forward. Now, let's say if I did it the other way, like I'm doing a spin, I'm running back in a direction that he's closer to me. So, the range means nothing, because he can literally just come over there and hit me. You have to have perfect mouse control, so then you can run away after you range him. Boom, run back. Let's see. It's also about movement, what he was saying. You can't just like automatically assume that you have range. Like, you can't just, oh, swing, blah blah blah, such and such. Like, you gotta have movement with it. Like, you gotta know like the distance of the player. Like, you gotta, how I explain it, you gotta have movement with the swing. You gotta be like in a certain way, at like where you know you're gonna be close enough to hit it. You can't just swing and then like expect it to hit. Yeah, that's what he's basically like. Don't try to just range in general. Like, just don't just be swinging and be like, oh, I thought I was gonna hit. Just look for opportunities to like just swing at them. Not swing at them, but like get an opportunity that you feel like you know you're gonna hit it. You know, hit the range with them, and then you can have like opportunity time to like get back and stuff like that. And that's where it comes in with like mouse control. Like, if you have a good opportunity and let's say you did hit him, mouse control comes in where you can run back good enough in time where you can get back and they can't hit you. Like, a lot of my clips, as you guys seen on TikTok, I would like swing, hit them from a distance, and I'm running back so they can't hit me, because that's when I have good mouse control. But if you just range them and then you're going a whole opposite direction of like them being in front of you, so let's say I swung right and I'm going back like another way, there's no point in even ranging, because like you're not getting back in time. They're still gonna hit you. Now let's see, Basil, you back? No, can't talk right now. You good, bro? But those are my like tips on reaching and stuff like that. If you guys want like more description into it, like more like details, just let me know in the comments, and I'll have Basil help, because he's basically the creator of like the swing in general. Like, this swing wouldn't even be here if Basil wasn't here, unless someone would automatically like think of something like that. But I don't think people would think about stuff like that. I'm gonna put Kazu's TikTok in the description. I'm gonna put Basil's TikTok in the description. Also, in Basil's TikTok, he shows oh yeah, shout out to Thursday as well. He's also one of the creators of the Basil swing as well. So Thursday, when he does it, it's more for passive, but Basil swing, his swing is more for like aggro. There's different ways of reaching. You just have to really learn your own playstyle and how you really want to use the reach. But shout out to Kazu, shout out to Thursday, and shout out to Basil. I'm gonna put their TikToks link in the description. Hope you guys do enjoy the video.